For this week's mystery remote parkrun road trip, I kept it closer to home. 1.5 hours drive from Dalby or 2.5 hours drive from Brisbane City. Can you guess where it is before the reveal? If you do, drop it in the comments and when you realise what parkrun it is. In this video, you'll get a running commentary while I run the course, you'll get a course review, followed by what's the parkrun vibe like here, what's this course's X factor, where to grab your post-parkrun parkfaff for something to eat and drink, and make sure you stick around till the end for a significant parkrun community service announcement. Fresh morning here, around about or just under 20 degrees. First K just done. As you can see behind me, which is a pretty flat course, flatter than most. The legs aren't feeling it this morning after last night's 10K. With this parkrun pretty much being roadside, but you can see the bush on one side. The sun's actually coming from the opposite side of the road, so you're going to be pretty exposed on this parkrun. But we are about to enter into, I suppose, the bush section. You are going to get some shade pretty much from both sides. Out into the open again. It's on a bright sunny day, especially in summer. You're going to be pretty exposed. Here's what it is. But just up ahead, it's into another shady section. And here's a little dip that today's run director warned me about. So watch your footing down here because there's a bit of sand on it too. Up we go. Whew. Just after that first dip, there's another little dip. But both of them are enough to spike your heart rate a bit. So just be aware of that. That's the 2K mark. And you hit this long, but low gradient incline, but enough to feel it for a few hundred meters. Mate, after those dips and incline, heart rate spiked up into the 160s. It was orange zone for me. Didn't want to do that today. Looking at more of an easy / recovery run, which up till this point wasn't too hard. So we recover a bit, turnaround point not far away, back into the 140s, low zone 3, high zone 2. Zones are another matter, got another video coming out on that, but just jog it in last couple hundred meters for the turnaround, and it's downhill from there, literally. My guess is on a bright sunshiny day, with the change of directions of the park, you're going to get patches of shade, which would be nice. There we go, pretty straightforward. Turn around at 2.5K, take it back. After the turnaround, that's about a 600 meter downhill. Mate, that's a nice chunk out of the last 2.5K. A good way to finish it, especially for an easy run. And here come the dips. Got a bit of a mini roller coaster ride. That's a plus about the course, this kind of downhill finish. So that's when you want it. There's one, that's the second one. There's the third one. Here comes the heart rate spiker. Whew. Oh, it's short, so just drive up it. Then she flattens out all the way home. It's mostly an older demographic, this parkrun that shows up. So you've got some youngins, got a couple of quickies, but they're a handful, not the significant majority. It'll be the oldies, like me. That's just over 4K down. And so I've been closing in the last, I suppose, 400 or 500 meters on this pair in front of me. Not to beat them, but to use them as a bit of a marker to see what I got in the last K. So where's this parkrun? Ros Gregor Trail parkrun. Nanango, South Burnett region, Queensland. Now for the course review. It's an out and back, 2.5K, turn around, come straight back the way you came. As kind of boring it might seem, running in parallel to the highway, once you get into the bush section, the scenery changes a bit. You've got a creek crossing, you've got a roller coaster section, you've got an incline for that last 500 meters before the turnaround, and then as you come back down, you've got a 500 meter decline where you can ease your heart rate back down, pick up the pace a little bit and relax down that decline before you hit the roller coaster section and then head out of the bush. So I really like the variety that's in this course. On that flat stretch out of the bush, you can really practice your training for holding paces or managing paces, efforts and heart rate. I imagine on a bright sunny day, especially in summer, in those open exposed sections, it's going to get pretty hot. But hey, who doesn't want to work on their tan, right? And then you're going to hit some shady patches as you come through the bush sections. A PB course? Definitely not. But a fun and sometimes challenging course? Definitely. Just be aware that the nearest toilet block to the parkrun start line is about 400 meters away. So make sure you factor that time in for your arrival. Look at the bright side, you get to loosen the legs, warm up before parkrun. What was the parkrun community vibe like here? The usual parkrun love. Everyone was up for a chat afterwards, everyone sharing stories. I hung around for about 45 minutes or longer, just chatting with people. The run director's brief at the start line before we took off even included community announcements on what was happening in the town over the weekend. Who should come and visit this parkrun? Anybody could come and visit this parkrun. It's stroller friendly, it's dog friendly, it's really chill and welcoming, warm parkrun community vibe here. And the bonus, you gotta love the parkrun with super dupers at the finish, right? Talking to Maxine, the run director today, she was saying there's usually something on every weekend. They have markets on here in Nanango as well. There's also a go-kart track. As much as it's an older demographic that makes up most of the numbers here, don't underestimate them. They get after it, you know, talking about backyard ultras, trail half marathons. What's this course's X factor? Running through the bush on sealed paths and the variety of the course through the bush. Running through the bush on sealed paths, course variety is this course's X factor. Running through bush scenery, fantastic. What more could an Aussie ask for? Now the post-parkrun parkfaff, where to get something to eat, something to drink is a bit tricky here in Nanango. There's no cafes that are close by. They recommended that the closest one is the Caltech Survey just down the road. No one really goes somewhere to gather afterwards. Despite that, everyone does hang around together afterwards. Why not even bring a thermos of coffee or tea and just sit down and have a coffee or tea and a good old chin wag, because there's plenty of people out here that are up for one. Hey, I found a cafe you can come to for your post-parkrun parkfaff. Great menu here. I went for big brekkie, but they also have pancakes and waffles and ice cream, kids. And make sure your post girls visit here. Just be aware it doesn't open till 9 o'clock, but I'm telling you, it's worth hanging around for. Now, before I move on to Parkrun Community Service announcement, if you like this video, share it with a friend, hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the playlist on remote parkrun road trips. Why not leave a comment below on a remote parkrun road trip you would like to see me do? The title shot for Australia's toughest parkrun is up for grabs. Unofficially, WA holds it with one of their parkruns. There's one in Queensland who's the #1 contender. I'm going to go over and challenge this title for Australia's toughest parkrun. To find out more about that, hit the playlist on Australia's toughest parkrun challenge. Before you go, this channel's not just about parkruns. Here, you'll also find content and coaching, training, running adventures, and running with faith and purpose. So check out the channel, hit subscribe, and let me know what you think.